So every Friday we set up outside Dragoon Brewing Company.
I don't know, it's great.
We get along like a house on fire. You know, it's fun. You're working under, it's hot, there's smoke and there's heat.
We'd forget how hot it was when we were meeting people, talking to them, selling our food. It was just fun when we had that interaction.
What we call a tandoori chicken?
It was almost like everyone's family, you know?
The chicken tiki masala is the best I had.
It's awesome.
You can taste the grilled flavor, but you also taste the spice that goes into it. It's really good.
It's easy to be around them. I think as an only child, maybe like I was always with them. So I didn't want any other job. You know, I kind of looked forward to seeing them and being on the truck.
Awesome, thank you.
Being that we're a tap room without a kitchen just seemed like the perfect mix. He really kind of was one of the people that helped us blossom into where we are today.
In my opinion, there's no better bond than curry, spicy food, and a cold beer.
I'm a big fan of the meatballs. It's kind of an old favorite of mine.
It's not just sitting and eating something, it's the whole experience, you know. It's being with friends and family, having a great evening out, enjoying the whole experience. You know, we can talk to our customers and tell them we care about you, you know, I mean, in the little time that we have. My name is Mukhi Singh. I'm 51 years old, and I'm a food truck owner. Probably the only Indian food truck in Arizona, from what I understand. It's called the Twisted Tandoor. And the logo that you see on the truck is actually the colors of the Indian flag, but they're with a twist. This is my daughter, Shireen. This is my lovely wife, Roop. And this is Taylor.
Tyler.
Tyler,
Oh
sorry.
my God.
Tyler.
You have to redo it. You have to redo the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. And Tyler, our main man on the truck.
He was, I mean, obviously a really smart guy, but he just couldn't spell. And I think English is like his fourth language.
I don't know how to react.
And my mom and I would always make fun of him and be like, we'll do it, you know?
In the morning hours on August 21st, Mukhi Singh died suddenly of an apparent heart attack. He came from a line of farmers and soldiers in the mountainous Punjab region of India and went to school in New Delhi. He first met Roop during a chance encounter on his parents' farm in 1987.
And then he, I think, liked me because I liked wildlife, and he had found fewer women who were so interested in animals and in, you know, common interest, yes, where he knew that, okay, this is somebody who will go out if I want to fish in the wild and not be afraid because there's a little snake somewhere.
That liaison led to love and a 26-year marriage. Their daughter Shireen, a neuro and cognitive science student at the U of A, says she was her father's child.
He always called me Chotu, which means like little one in Hindi. I was always like hunting, fishing with him, that kind of thing. That was, he, you know, I was like his boy, child.
When the Singh family came to America 15 years ago, they carried with them cherished family recipes.
Yeah, it's really, really hot. And it feels even warmer now.
I think he really wanted to do something with food because he loved to entertain people and feed them.
So it's like an aromatic, it's, you know,
My dad was always like an idea man. You know, he had always these big ideas, and they were always fruitful.
lime juice.
And they've always made really good food, so they had faith in their food.
And that faith was rewarded. After 2.5 years on the Tucson food truck scene, the Twisted Tandoor became a top money earner and foodie favorite, coming in a close second to Pinup Pastry in a citywide food truck competition sponsored by the Arizona Daily Star. 32 trucks went head-to-head over the summer. Tracy Santa Cruz of Pinup Pastry, a truck dedicated to the sweet tooth, called it a draw.
It was a real battle, and like I told Muki in the end, there wasn't a winner. It was both of us. You had sweet and you had savory, and as far as I'm concerned, that's where the contest should have ended.
Both the Tracys who own Pinup Pastries, they work really hard. They have a fabulous product. And you know, we talked about after the results came out, and I said, I always knew Tucson was a kind town. Now we know that it's a sweet town. I got to work on it being a spicy town now. We're doing an event got the TMC on Grant and Craycroft.
Okay, it's for the Children's Miracle Network.
Children's Medical Network. Thank you. Thank you.
Fellow food truck owner Jason Scott of Barbecue Rush was a fan and a friend.
If people love him, I mean, wherever he goes and sets up, he sells out.
I'm having a chicken tikka masala from Twisted Tandoor.
Dr. Gulshan Sadie was a Twisted Tandoor regular.
I just called my wife. I said, I'm going to bring lunch for you. You know, I grew up in India, so this is an Indian dish. Just one of the best Indian food you can eat.
Many Twisted Tandoor customers shared the same sentiment. With word of mouth and nearly 4,000 followers on Facebook, their hard work was paying off.
We're very fortunate. We're so blessed that we got this opportunity. We were scared like hell when we started, but I think Tucson's more than just kind, you know.
Making food that people would embrace and celebrate took a great deal of work, and sustaining that effort for 2.5 years required commitment.
We didn't realize how much work it would be. You know, it seemed like we'll do a food truck, you know.
Over time, they'd outgrown the truck and were ready to take the next step. They signed a lease to open their own brick and mortar version of the Twisted Tandoor. On that August morning, Roop and Mukhi Singh were loading supplies into their new restaurant, a couple of hours before their doors would open to the public. Muki collapsed. Emergency responders were unable to revive him.
Yeah, maybe it was all the excitement and hard work, and something gave way.
8 days later, Roop and Shireen invited friends, family, and the food truck community to gather and celebrate his life here at what would have been their new restaurant. Hundreds of people showed up to remember him.
You can tell from today, outpouring of love as a testament to the type of man that he was. I think anyone that had, the opportunity and the pleasure of being around for him even for 10 seconds knows everything that I could ever say.
Today we are here just to celebrate his life and live by his example. God has given us life, let's live it to the fullest. And he did.
You expect to go to a food truck event and the Tandoor to be there and Muki to be there. I don't think it's sunk in to anyone. I mean, not just the food truck community. Tucson has lost just a wonderful man.
Gone too soon at age 52, Mukhi Singh will be missed most by those closest to him.
Him, his presence, everything about him, you know. I guess when you've been together so long, and especially here when there's no other family but just us, just the core. Maybe he came to this earth just for this, just to do this much and get over his trials on this earth and then go, leave and then maybe come back again for something new. And hopefully it'll be a better life for him where he is right now.
It's strange, I feel like it's selfish of us to want him around, It's easier. We're still stuck on this material earth, but it's fine. I mean, the impact he's made and stuff is huge, so I don't really have to do much, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And as for the future of the Twisted Tandoor, Roop Singh intends to carry on.
I feel I owe it to him and to the community in some form, We have such a supportive community in Tucson now. And I think I can't let that end since it's just beginning.